Welcome to the Caltex Theate, a full hour of dramatic entertainment broadcast over a nationwide network of stations throughout Australia. The Caltex Theate is brought to you by Caltex Oil, marketers of over 1,000 outstanding petroleum products, in association with Caltex dealers and distributors everywhere. Tonight in the Caltex Theatre you will hear a delightfully gay comedy from the London stage, The Policeman and the Lady, the light-headed, light-hearted tale of America's richest woman who hunted husbands on a Mediterranean island and wound up with more men than she could handle. Starring tonight, you will hear Melbourne artists Mary Disney and Keith Eden. The Caltex Theatre presents The Policeman and the Lady, Act 1.
Oh, Bill, this place is heaven. The island, the blue Mediterranean at our garden wall. Soft summer nights.
Yes, and paying guests appearing like clockwork whenever a man tries to kiss his wife.
Oh, now, darling, don't harp. One paying guest, and Myrna's very tactful.
But, Vicky, whatever gave you the notion, we needed to take in lodgers. After all, a lieutenant's pay isn't to be sneezed at these days.
Well, darling, I've told you. To begin with, I was glad of the company with you and your old destroyer expected to be away 3 months. How was I to know you'd come back in 3 weeks?
Well, now I have. How about dropping Myrna a gentle hint?
How can I? Just think of the effect on Anglo-American relations.
Well, I'm more interested in the effect on ours. Darling, we've only been married 4 months.
Yes, I know.
It's perfectly amazing.
What is?
Heredity. Now there's you. Sweet and lovable, but essentially foolish.
Thank you.
And yet you spring from the union of the toughest egg in the British Navy and a glamorous French portion with a high consumption rate of husbands.
Well, the faults weren't all on Mother's side. Daddy can be pretty overpowering at times.
As you're telling me. Why, I say, he's not likely to drop in us from the skies again, is he?
Oh, you never know with Daddy. He might.
Well, if he does, I'll turn him loose on Myrna. Yes, that's what I'll do. It'd serve you right if she became your stepmother.
Bill, don't harp.
All right, all right. Well, they must have been a picturesque pair, your mamma and papa. What was the actual cause of the split all those years ago?
He tried to make her a rugger fan.
Well, say no more. I'm on her side from now on. What's more, I'd like to meet her.
You will one of these days, I expect. She's always on the move, leaving a trail of debts behind her. But she looks and smells divine.
Which reminds me. Come here.
Huh?
Oh, divine.
Oh, darling.
I'm glad I'm back.
Oh, shall I turn round and go out again?
No, of course not. Come in, Myrna. Enjoyable walk?
Yes, very.
Oh, the basket looks heavy. Did you carry it all the way from the bus?
As a matter of fact, no. I met a Melatonin policeman, and he walked all the way with me. His manners were beautiful. As a matter of fact, I'd have asked him in.
Oh, why didn't you?
Well, I wasn't sure how your husband would take it.
Me?
The naval garrison don't meet up socially with the Melatonin.
I can tell by your voice that you think we're all snobs.
Oh, no, just pretty.
No, wouldn't you like a drink or something? Dinner shouldn't be long.
No, thanks, Victoria. I won't spoil my thirst. There are 2 bottles of Paul Roger 43 in the basket.
Oh, I say, what's a celebration?
Well, I guess you could call it a celebration. As a matter of fact, I'm leaving you tomorrow.
What?
But why? A change in my plans, that's all. I've decided to go to Naples. Unless, of course, it's inconvenient because I could stay a little longer.
Wouldn't hear of it.
Bill!
That's all right, Victoria.
We'll both be very sorry to see you go.
Oh, rather.
And so will Captain Pittsbing.
I doubt that.
His ship came in this morning, and he sent a note asking if he might call.
Not to see me, I imagine.
But he's a friend of yours, isn't he?
He was. Shall I put the champagne on ice?
No, don't bother. Ring for Carmela, Bill.
Yes, all right.
I'll just go and freshen up.
Why, I say the Paul 43 was a nice touch. Thanks, Myrna.
You're welcome.
I hope you're ashamed.
Well, she is nice. I'm almost sorry she's going, but not quite.
That was odd about Captain Pittsbing.
You ring, Senora?
Hello, who's this?
Oh, Carmela's little sister. She comes in to help when we have company. Where's Carmela, Tony?
She's sick.
Oh, poor Carmela.
She is very sick. She is lying on the kitchen table.
Oh, dear. Well, I'll come and see. Just take those bottles out of the basket and put them on ice.
Si, Senora.
Oh, see who that is, will you, Bill? Come along, Tony. What on earth could have happened to poor Carmela?
Probably eaten some of her own pastry. Oh, good evening, Captain Pittsbing.
Good evening, Drake.
Well, come in, sir. You're expected.
Thank you, Drake, thank you. Your wife's home, I trust?
Oh, yes. She's just gone to deal with a domestic crisis.
Nothing serious, I trust?
So do I, if we're going to get any dinner. Well, this way, sir. Would you have a drink?
Not just now, thank you.
Oh, Bill. Oh, good evening, Captain Pittsbing.
Good evening, my dear Mrs. Drake.
Excuse me one moment. Bill, you'd better take Carmela home in the car. My maid, Captain, I'm really quite worried about her.
I see.
Bill?
Right. Excuse me, sir. I shan't be long.
Right.
Well, now I can say how do you do politely. Do sit down, Captain.
Thank you, no.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no. Yeah, the fact is, Mrs. Drake, well, I wonder if you remember a conversation we had at the Blenkinsop's cocktail party. You spoke of inviting a few people on a paying footing.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Well, the fact is, I've strongly recommended your house to a friend of mine.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Captain Pittsbing, but you see...
A lady, a very charming lady. I met her at Monte Carlo. I feel sure you'll both get along splendidly.
Oh, but wait. I'm terribly sorry, but you see, I expected that Bill would be away for 3 months. But now he's come back. Naturally, I've changed my mind.
Changed your mind?
Yes.
But, my dear Mrs. Drake, this places me in a dilemma. At this hour and in this season...
I don't understand.
Well, I absolutely counted on getting her in here, and it's a bit late to go looking somewhere else. You see, I've brought her along with me.
You mean she's waiting outside?
In the car.
Well, then I suppose you must bring her in. It looks so rude.
Just one night, I promise you. I'll go and fetch her.
Captain Pittsbing, one moment.
Just for one night.
Oh, thank you, Cherie.
My apologies for keeping you waiting so long. Now come along in and meet Mrs. Drake.
With pleasure. Oh, a most charming place it is. Oh,
Why?
this is your Mrs. Drake?
Mrs. Drake, may I introduce the Comtesse de Saint-Savin?
But it's... Bingo, my brooch. I have lost it. Please, look in the car for me.
Oh? Very well, Louise.
Wait. He is gone. Ah, Victoria.
Is it really you?
All the time he say Mrs. Drake this and Mrs. Drake that, and I never even thought of you. Such an agricultural name.
Mother, what on earth are you doing here?
Darling. Please, I am not your mother.
But you are.
Oh, Baptiste, of course I am, but not in front of Bingo.
Bingo? Oh, you mean Captain Pittsbing?
He is, how shall I say, attractive to me, but not to the mother of a daughter of your age. Oh, quickly, he comes. We have met before, in Paris.
I'm afraid I can't find it, Louise.
What, Bingo?
Your brooch.
What about it? Oh, Bingo, I have met an old friend.
Oh, I say, how perfectly splendid. Didn't I tell you you'd get on like a house on fire, Mrs. Drake?
You've explained to the Countess that our servant is ill?
Oh, please, no formality. Call me Louise. After all, we are old friends. Mon Dieu, my nerves.
That'll be Bill. He always bangs it. You will excuse me, Louise, won't you?
Oh, certainly. Make your explanations.
That was the idea. Well, help yourself to drinks, Captain Pittsbing.
Oh, thank you. And please call me Wilfred. It's my name.
Oh. Well, I think I prefer Bingo.
Thank you.
I won't be long. Bingo.
Such a charming young woman.
Yes, isn't she? And she is good-looking.
You and she are alike, you know.
Impossible.
I mean, you possess the same type of rare beauty.
Oh, yes, that is possible. Bingo. I suppose I must stay here for the night, but I am not happy here.
Well, don't you worry your pretty head, girlie. Tomorrow I'll find something really
Oh,
Oh,
I beg your pardon.
good evening, Miss Van Stuten.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
Oh, but come in, please.
Louise, may I introduce Miss Myrna Van Stuten from America? Miss Van Stuten, the Comtesse de Saint-Savin.
Oh, I'm very glad to meet you, Countess. I have a great admiration for the French. They have something which we do not yet possess. Culture.
And you Americans have something which we no longer possess. Money.
Some of us. Not all, Countess. That is a common illusion, but one which the captain no longer cherishes. Isn't that so, Captain?
Quite.
Come and be introduced, Bill.
Oh, yes, delighted.
Countess, this is Bill, my husband.
Oh, charming, charming.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh, Victoria has excellent taste.
Well, that's nice of you to say so.
Your wife has explained this intrusion?
My wife has told me everything.
You've met the Countess, Myrna?
Oh, yes.
I'm so sorry about dinner. Bill and I will have to get it. Carmela's really quite sick.
I'll help you.
Oh, thanks, Myrna, but we can manage.
We'll soon need the light. It's getting quite dark.
What is that?
Oh, it's a plane of some sort.
I say, it's getting mighty close. Sounds like a helicopter.
Helicopter?
Great Scott, sounds as if it's right over the roof.
I'm afraid it is. It's probably my father.
Your father?
The Admiral coming here.
Oh, he dropped in on us by helicopter once before.
Well, it's the Admiral, all right. He's landed right on the roof. Would you like to come up and meet him, sir? Those stairs lead to the roof.
Oh, rather. Always happy to meet the Admiral, my dear chap.
Victoria, I must go to my room at once. That noise, it has brought on my migraine.
Excuse us, Myrna.
Oh, of course.
Once before, when Daddy visited us, he stayed the night.
My migraine lasts the night. Oh, quickly, take me to my room.
All right, this way.
Good night, Miss Van Houten.
Oh, good night, Countess.
9:30 in the morning, Jenkins.
Aye, sir.
Keeping fit, my boy?
Pretty well, thank you, sir. And you, sir?
Busy as a bee. Not enough time to get proper exercise. Whom have we here?
Oh, Miss Van Stuten, my father-in-law, Admiral Masterman.
Admiral Sir Lancelot Masterman.
I'm very glad to meet you.
How do you do? Where's my daughter?
She was here, sir, with...
I'll give her a call. Vicky!
Just coming.
Ah, Victoria, there you are.
Daddy, darling. Oh, what a nice surprise. Are you staying long?
Just a flying visit one night.
Oh, that's good. Just a flying visit. Literally, almost.
It got dark so suddenly, I only just made it.
Yes, you did cut it fine.
I was just going to tell them why when you came in. Where was I?
Getting riled with a policeman for doing his duty.
Well, you can put it that way, I suppose. He said it was a deliberate insult to his nation or some such thing. Wouldn't listen to my apology, so I flew away again. And here I am.
Daddy, your room's all ready. Same one as last time.
That's a good girl. I'll dump my stuff.
Well, this way. Dinner's only scratch, I'm afraid. Our maid's gone sick.
Perfectly all right, my dear.
So, that is a British admiral.
Tough baby, isn't he? I'm sorry for that policeman.
How do you mean?
He'll be running round here to apologize as soon as his headquarters get to hear of it. I wonder who that can be.
Probably the policeman come to apologize.
Oh, I doubt that. The Admiral's a fast worker, but not as fast as that.
I think it's a policeman come to arrest the admiral. Go on, Bill, let him in.
Right.
Visitors, eh?
Sounds like it, son.
We aren't expecting anybody. Are you, Myrna?
I'm not entirely sure yet.
Oh, good evening, senor.
Oh, come in, won't you?
Oh, look, it's the policeman.
Great Scott!
Yes, he's right here, Major. Come through.
Thank you, senor.
Why, it's my policeman.
I'm very pleased to see you again, signorina.
This is Major Salvatore.
Major Eduardo Fernando Salvatore at your service. You will excuse the formality, but this is an official visit, signorina.
Won't you sit down, Major?
Thank you, no, senora. My business is with you, sir.
I gathered that.
I have come to take you to the magistrate's court, which is in special session to deal with your case.
What?
If you would be good enough to come quietly, it would save the company any unpleasantness.
You mean you're
Are you serious, man?
This is outrageous.
I presume you know who I am.
I do, sir. You are the person who has twice broken the law by landing on the top of a house.
This is Admiral Sir Lancelot Masterman, my good man.
Then he should know that the laws of our country are to be obeyed.
Good gad.
You're very sure of yourself, Major Salvatore.
It is my business to be well acquainted with the law of the land and to show no favor in its administration.
And allow me to inform you that the law you've quoted does not apply to myself.
Sir?
Here, take a look at this.
Thank you.
You'll observe that it's signed personally by your Minister of the Interior.
Yes, I see that. You did not see fit to acquaint me of its contents when you alighted on my housetop.
You didn't give me much chance, Major.
There is nothing else to be said. Your letter, sir? I express my regrets for having interrupted your social hour.
Very properly, too. And another time, perhaps you'll not be so quick to assume disrespect for the laws of your country.
Another time, Admiral, if another time should arise, I shall be very careful. Very careful indeed. Signore? Signorina?
I shall see you to the door.
Thank you, Signore.
But how did you get the law to make an exception of you, sir?
Good lunch at the club, a half-crown cigar, and a slap on the back. Yeah, well, that's that. I must say I admired his cheek, and even more the way he took a licking.
The Admiral is generous in his victory.
I really should look at the dinner.
Mrs. Drake, it's quite some time since I saw the Countess.
Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. She has a bad headache and decided to go to bed. She sent her love.
Oh, well, in that case, I think I'd better be on my way.
Oh, must you?
Well, I'm afraid so. If I may, I'll come out tomorrow morning, and if she's better, take her to an hotel. Goodbye, Miss Van Strooten. Goodbye, Mrs. Drake. Goodbye, sir.
I'll let you out.
Goodbye, Captain Pittsbing.
Goodbye. Miss Van Strooten, correct me if I'm wrong, but you give me the impression that you think I behaved badly to that young man.
I'll admit it freely, Admiral. I think you should be ashamed of yourself.
Indeed. If that statement had come from anyone else but the richest young woman in the world, it would have resulted in a rapid termination of the conversation.
You know who I am?
I had the pleasure of meeting you at a reception in Washington some years ago.
Oh, please don't give me away to the people here.
They don't know?
No, and I don't want them to. Oh, it's such a blessed relief to be treated as an ordinary person. In any case, I'm leaving tomorrow.
So someone has found you out, have they?
Yes. I was recognized by a press photographer this afternoon. It'll be all over the island by tomorrow, so there's no point in staying. Oh, dressing gong, I must go. Please remember what I asked you, Admiral.
It's a promise.
It isn't. It can't be.
Good gad.
Oh, my poor Lancelot, how you have aged.
Well, Louise?
You are not surprised to see me after all these years?
I've had a word with Victoria.
Aha.
Apparently you haven't changed in the slightest.
She is charming, is she not, our little Victoria?
She's a little beauty, just like you when I first met you.
Oh, but who has been teaching you to make correct speeches?
Well, I said what was in my mind, that's all. You've worn rather well, I must say.
And you, my dear, have improved with age, like a vintage wine or a cheese.
Louise, do you intend to marry this Pittsbing fella?
Why do you want to know?
Well, nothing to do with me, of course, but you're hard up.
I am absolutely stone broke.
I thought so. What about your rich second husband?
He was rich when I married him. Poor Charles. He was taken from me.
Very sad. I had no idea.
By a bubble dancer from the Folie Bergère. After that, it was hand to mouth.
Well, you look tolerably well clothed for a penniless woman.
My total assets, I have lost everything else.
Yes, but what makes you think you'll be happy with that prig of a chap? Why, he's nothing but a careerist. And when he finds out how you've tricked him about Victoria...
Oh, Lancelot, you are jealous of Bingo.
Me? Rubbish.
Can't I do anything, Victoria?
Oh, Bill's helping me, thanks, Myrna.
That American girl, she knows my Bingo, and she is shrewd. My migraine is coming back.
If you're fool enough to think you can keep this up...
Oh, is your headache better, Countess?
Worse, the pain. Oh, it is excruciating.
But Captain Pittsbing's gone.
I will return to my room. Please do not allow anyone to disturb me. I wish to be alone with my thoughts.
Oh, preposterous woman.
Oh, Daddy, you two haven't been quarreling, have you?
I could do with a breather. I'll take a turn in the garden. The woman's a fool.
Is something wrong?
I was rather hopeful of a reunion. Oh, well.
Reunion?
Yes. Look, I'll explain if you promise not to tell Captain Pittsbing. Myrna, the Countess is my mother. She and Daddy were divorced a long time ago.
I see. Well, I hate to say anything nice about a woman behind her back, but one would never guess it from her appearance. But why keep it dark?
It was her idea.
Uh-huh. Captain Pittsbing. Now I'm with you.
I don't want to be nosy, Myrna, but wasn't there, well, a thing between you and the captain? I mean, before he went to Monte Carlo.
He wanted there to be until I applied a little test.
How do you mean?
I borrowed some money from him.
Oh, dear. But if you were hard up, why didn't you ask me?
I wasn't exactly. You see, the men I meet have a tendency to think I'm rolling in dollars just because I'm an American.
Oh?
So when the captain began to make a pass at me, I thought I'd better get rid of any illusions he might have on that score. So I touched him for 20 pounds.
What happened?
My dear, the effect was instantaneous. He curled up like a hedgehog and transferred his attentions to your mother.
Did he lend you the money?
Yes, he did, poor man. If I'd asked him to open a jugular vein, he couldn't have taken it harder.
Well, he's in for a shock when he finds out how Mother stands. Oh.
I'll go, shall I?
Would you, thanks? I must see what Bill's doing to the dinner.
Why, it's Major Salvatore. Oh, come in.
Oh, thank you, Signorina. Would you be so good as to inform Lieutenant Drake that the Chief of Police wishes for a word with him?
Well, he's just helping his wife get dinner.
Oh, when do you think they will be free?
How long does it usually take a newly married couple to get dinner ready?
I have no experience in these matters.
Then you are not a married man?
No, I'm not married. You're sure I'm not intruding?
Oh, quite sure. Won't you sit down? It was so kind of you to carry my basket this afternoon. I would have asked you in, but...
I understand very well, Signorina.
Will you have a cigarette? Oh, do you like American?
Well, thank you. I'm a very great admirer of everything that is American.
Now, isn't that friendly? Why do you say that?
Well, because I dislike the English so much.
Why?
Well, you saw how they break our laws, and if we protest, they change them to suit themselves.
I think you're too big a man to let that get you down.
Signorina, you are the first English-speaking woman who has treated me as an equal.
Well, as to that...
I am of a fisher family. You see, in Melitosa, fishing is the only way of making a living. My father, strangely enough, was an Englishman, but my mother was Melitosan. My father deserted my mother, but he left her enough money to send me to Bologna University. When I completed my education, I came back here and joined the Melitosan police force.
I understand, but I don't think you should be so bitter.
That is my nature, Signorina. I have come here tonight because it is my duty according to our laws. But again, the English will make fun of me and very probably get the law changed.
Law? Say, what has the Admiral done now?
It has nothing to do with the Admiral. But he will take charge just the same.
Oh, this place is like Central Station tonight. Excuse me, I'd better go.
Of course, Signorina.
Oh, no, sit down. I have another cigarette. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Signorina.
Captain Pittsburgh. Back again.
Myrna, Miss Van Stutner, what a delightful surprise that you should open the door in person.
I beg your pardon. Oh, come in.
Thank you, thank you. You're looking perfectly charming, if I may say so.
What's happened to make me so charming since the last time we met? How long? 20 minutes ago?
My dear Miss Van Stutner. Oh.
You know my friend, Major Salvatore?
Your what?
A friend.
Good evening, Senor.
Good gad. What's he doing here?
One might equally well wonder what you are doing here, Captain. The Countess, I hear, is indisposed.
Countess? Oh, the Countess. Well, as a matter of fact...
Well, hello. Everybody back again. Hello, Major. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Lieutenant Drake.
I came back to see if everything was all right.
You mean the Countess? Oh, she's still up in her room.
So what's all this, a deputation?
Well, is anything wrong?
Ah, you again, Major Salvatore. What have I done this time?
You have done nothing at all, sir.
That's a change.
My business on this occasion has to do with Lieutenant and Mrs. Drake.
Us? Good Lord.
Why us?
Your pardon, Senora. It affects also the other residents of this house. And I regret to say, this gentleman.
I? Preposterous.
First of all, I must have your names in full. It is necessary to do this in Melitosa.
Typical pettifogging obstruction.
Your name, sir?
Well, you know it already. Very well, Masterman.
Your first name?
Lancelot. A lot of dash nonsense.
Now you, sir?
William Drake.
I'm Victoria Drake.
Drake. And yours, Signorina?
Myrna Van Stuten. Vanstuten.
Oh, thank you. And now you, sir?
Bing. Pitts Bing. Wilfred Pitts Bing.
Bing. Pitts Bing. Wilfred Pitts Bing.
And I don't want any impertinent remarks about it.
Bing is spelled with a Y, is it not?
How did you know that?
Oh, get on with it, man.
Voices, is anything the matter? Oh, Bingo, my darling, I was so lonely without you.
Ha!
Oh, there you are, Louise.
And who is this man?
The chief of police.
A chief of... Oh, the pain. Help! Water!
Get some water, Victoria. Your mother's fainted.
Oh, Daddy!
Her mother? Did you say her mother?
Lancelot, you fool!
Good heavens. Her mother!
Well, who is this lady? I was not told of her presence in this house.
To tell you the truth, Major, I'd forgotten it myself.
Unnatural son.
In-law.
Bingo!
Are you addressing me, madam?
Oh, you see what you've done, Lancelot, you great fool!
Now go ahead and faint.
Signorina, you will kindly tell me your full name.
I am the Comtesse Paula Louise de Saint-Seven de Rochefoucauld de la Boussicault.
Thank you. Then I will begin. Whereas it has come to the knowledge of Giuseppe Mario Puccelli, Justice of the Peace of this township, and Francisco de Bono, Medical Officer of Health of the same township, that Signorina Camilla Mizzi
Carmela?
Who's she?
has been admitted to hospital suffering from an infectious disease. It has pleased the aforesaid Mario Puccelli and Francisco de Bono to declare that all the grounds, building, appurtenances, and menages, together with the persons of Lancelot Masterman, Victoria Drake, William Drake, Myrna Van Stuten, Wilfred Pitts Bing, and the Comtesse Paula Louise de Saint-Savin de Rochefoucauld de la Boussicot be placed in a quarantine. Until the exact nature and extent of the disease has been determined.
Quarantine? What absolute nonsense.
Oh, Lord, we'll be without a skivvy.
Oh, Carmela, how awful.
I don't believe it.
Oh, such a noise. Will someone tell me what this is all about?
Silence! Silence! That's better. Now, Major, what's your name?
Salvatore.
Now, Major Salvatore,
Something cooking. Excuse me, sir.
just answer me one question. Who started all this? Was it the medical officer and the justice of the peace? Or was it you?
It was not me. I am the servant of the law, and I expect you to observe the order which I have just read to you, and I must inform you that this house is under heavy police guard.
I warn you, Salvatore, if you go through with this, I shall not rest until I've brought your stupid and petty-minded jack-in-office conduct to book. I intend to see the people who signed that confounded paper.
Granted, provided you meet them in the open air at a distance of 5 paces. I regret, but you are all confined strictly to this house and grounds until the nature of your maid's illness is determined. However, provisions will be sent here daily. You have only to order, and I will arrange. Oh, and there is one little thing more.
Something else?
I, too, must remain in quarantine.
What?
Here? I regret. It is the law.
And so the curtain falls on Act 1 of tonight's Caltex Theatre play, The Policeman and the Lady.
Motorists agree that Caltex butane-boosted gasolines take better care of your car's performance. You get faster starts, smoother acceleration, more economical running. Change to Caltex butane-boosted gasoline and feel the difference.
The Caltex Theatre now presents Mary Disney and Keith Eden in The Policeman and the Lady, Act 2.
Oh, careful, Lancelot.
Nice work, brother.
Oh, my dear chap. Too good for me again. Still, I gave you a good run for your money.
My dear Admiral, I had all the luck.
Oh, nonsense. I know what I'm talking about. Darn it, I was fencing champion of the Navy for 5 years. You know, Vicky, the boy's brilliant.
He must be.
And now he tells me he played in the Olympic Games.
Well, I say, really?
We are discovering many things about you, Eduardo.
Well, nice ones, I hope, madame.
A man like you, with your education and abilities, what are you doing in this wretched little place? I shall have to treat the Minister of the Interior to another lunch and see what can be done about it.
Well, that would be very kind, but I find I am perfectly content to be what I am.
What? Where's your ambition, man?
I do not think I have any. No?
Huh? Oh, well, it must be the climate out here. Come to think of it, I'm not feeling too anxious to get back into harness myself. Anything by helicopter, Bill?
No, nothing important, sir.
Good.
Lancelot, you are very hot. Now go straight up and take a shower. You know how easily you get a chill?
Don't nag, woman. I was just going.
So I should think. Oh, it is time for me to go and dress for my party. Vicky, are you coming?
In a minute, Bummy.
Well, I will go and put away the foils.
Eduardo, you hinted at a surprise for tonight.
These singers are from the village, Victoria. They are going to serenade us after dinner in the garden in honor of the Countess's birthday.
Oh, how romantic that sounds.
Wait until you hear our music, Signora. It is very beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, Bill, we better empty ashtrays and things.
Oh, yes, all right. I say it's odd, isn't it? Now, here we are, confined to barracks for days on end, and not knowing if we'll ever be allowed out again. And what do we care? Not a jottle.
I wonder why. Even the domestic arrangements are running smoothly, mostly thanks to Myrna.
Yes, but I mean, everyone's blossomed out. Well, except old Pitts Bing, of course.
Heavens, where is Bingo?
Sulking on the terrace, as usual, hoping to waylay Myrna.
He's fearfully jealous of Eduardo.
And that's another thing, Eduardo. Now, 3 days ago, he was the worst case of inferiority, what's it, I ever knew. Ready to spit in your eye for a penny. And now...
Love's a wonderful thing.
Yes, it's not only that. Now, take your mother.
You take her, darling.
Yes, it looks as if I shall have to. She's obviously settling in. I'll lay you 6-4 she snaffles the old man.
Would you mind very much?
Well, I think she's rather an old sweetie-fied.
Oh, don't let her hear you calling her old if you want peace in the home. Bill, what about you? Do you feel different?
Come here, I'll show you.
I beg your pardon.
Come in, sir. That's all right. We're just going to dress anyway.
Oh, we'll have to hurry. Excuse us, Bingo.
Help yourself to a drink, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, don't be late, Eduardo. There's a special souffle.
I will not be late.
Eduardo, whippersnapper. Oh, Salvatore, I should like a word with you, if you please.
Do you wish to speak to me, Captain Pittsbing?
I most certainly do. It concerns Miss Van Stooten.
This does not surprise me. Well, senor?
Allow me to inform you that it is my intention to make Miss Van Stooten my wife.
Is Miss Van Stooten aware of your intentions?
She is. I had known her a considerable time before you even met her. To put it into words that you will readily understand, I saw her first.
Well, I would not dream of paying my addresses to the lady if she showed me that they were not welcome.
Oh, Myrna's a good-hearted soul. She doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Why?
Well, do I have to say why? Think for yourself, man. She's a beautiful young American lady, cultured and well off.
Oh, she's rich, is that so?
Oh, no. Richer than most Americans, of course. I meant, well off.
And you do not think for her marriage with a Meritosan policeman is quite the thing, eh?
Admirably put. That's it precisely. There's nothing personal about it. It's simply that, well, mixed marriages are a mistake.
Mixed? You'd better be careful, Captain Pittsbing.
Well, come now, why don't you face facts?
Why do you talk to me in this way? Why are you so contemptuous?
My dear fellow, I'm not contemptuous. It's simply that I find great difficulty in conversing with someone with whom I have absolutely nothing in common.
I wonder what the late lamented Captain Edward Wilfred Anstruther Pittsbing would have said to that.
Eh? Well, what the deuce would my father have to do with this?
Everything. He happens to be my father as well.
What?
Which can be proved.
It's a lie.
It's the truth. I'm very much afraid that you are my brother.
This is terrible.
Unfortunately, yes. It was a great shock to me, too. But I have decided that I must make the best of you. And I advise you to do the same, Brother Wilfred.
Oh, this is the end.
Oh, you will get used to it in time. The feeling of shame will wear off. Mine has. Why, I can even look at you without feeling nauseated.
You...
What's going on in here?
Oh, Miss Van Stooten.
Myrna.
Hadn't you better start dressing for dinner, Eduardo? I have a souffle waiting for the Starling gun.
Yes, I will go at once.
Eduardo must be losing his grip. He did what he was told instead of back answering. Now, may I ask what this latest quarrel was about?
Oh, it was nothing. He's inclined to be hysterical, like all people of his... like some people.
What was he being hysterical about?
You.
I thought that was it.
Myrna, I don't want you to be angry with me, but I presumed upon our friendship to warn young Eduardo not to make too much of the interest you take in him, because of your natural kind-heartedness. I hope I interpreted your wishes correctly.
There's one thing I do admire in a man, and that is a slice of real, honest-to-goodness courage.
Ah.
On the other hand, I do not admire what we in America call nerve.
I don't quite follow.
You will. If it were not that I am convinced that you have the sort of courage that goes with a bonehead, Captain.
Oh, I say.
I should be seriously annoyed with you. As it is, we'll just forget all about it, shall we? Except that we will remember not to do it again.
Oh, that's very generous of you, Myrna. But believe me, I acted from the very best possible motives.
I was afraid that was so.
My only excuse... My only excuse is that I love you, Myrna.
Please get up. Oh, someone may come in.
I love you with a deep and enduring passion which blinds me to everything else but the radiance of your beauty.
Oh, I say, this is good. I've never had a proposal like this before.
Where was I? Myrna, is there a chance? If there isn't, please put me out of my suspense. Believe me, it would be kinder.
Look, aren't you proposing to the wrong woman?
Eh?
Less than a week ago, you arrived here from France with another bundle of charms.
You mean the Countess, of course.
I do mean the Countess.
But you can't be serious.
But I am.
Oh, really, Maria? You thought... Oh, no, you couldn't have. How priceless.
What made you change your mind, Captain Wilfred? Did she ask you to lend her some money, too?
I think that wasn't meant kindly. Please, Myrna, I was asking you to marry me, you know.
Now it's my turn to ask you something. When did you discover I'm worth cultivating?
You mean the Van Stuten fortune?
I mean just that.
That?
Come on, who told you?
I forget who it was.
It couldn't have been a press photographer by any chance?
Oh, no. A chap at the club. Some time ago, as a matter of fact. Oh, Myrna, I assure you, you misjudge me utterly.
Then get up from your knees and we'll say no more about it. I don't wish anyone else to know who I am.
You can rely on me to respect your wishes.
Oh, that's fine. And you will conceal your aching heart from the populace?
I will do my best to look cheerful, though it will be difficult enough in all conscience.
Poor Bingo.
Oh, wonderful smells coming from the galley. By Jove, Myrna, if I wasn't otherwise busy, I'd have married you for your cooking alone.
Now that is something like a proposal. Well, I must prepare my souffle.
Cocktails. What the deuce is wrong with you, Pittsbing?
Sir, Admiral, isn't it time this situation was ended?
Huh?
This quarantine. Are you quite satisfied the whole thing wasn't contrived by Major Salvatore?
For what purpose?
Miss Van Stuten.
You know who she is, do you?
Of course. So I imagined as Salvatore.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he could have managed it, but if he did, it shows he's a man of considerable initiative, wouldn't you say?
Or completely unscrupulous.
Usually the same thing. Have a drink.
No, thank you. If you'll forgive my saying so, sir, you appear to be taking this enforced leisure in quite a different manner from what I would have expected in a man of your reputation.
Well, I'm sorry if you disapprove, but this enforced leisure happens to be my first in 30 years. And once more, it's given me a chance to renew an old friendship. In fact, Pittsbing, I've decided to retire when we get out of here and enjoy life while there's yet time.
Retire?
If you had any sense, you'd do the same.
It takes capital to retire, sir.
Ah, Louise, you look wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Lancelot.
By Jove. Doesn't look a day over 35. Hey, Pittsbing?
Oh, you shouldn't have said that to him, Lancelot.
Countess, permit me to wish you many happy returns of your birthday.
And you shouldn't have said that to me, to remind a lady of her birthdays is not always kind.
I beg your pardon, madam.
I accept your apology. Lancelot, just now I heard Eduardo singing under the shower. Oh, he sings like an angel.
Eduardo.
What did you say, Bingo? Oh, poor Bingo. I am afraid tonight is not, how do you say, his night.
Moira.
Oh, Eduardo.
I saw you come in from the garden. You do not like our music?
Oh, yes.
And my singing? You liked that?
Your singing was okay. Oh, why do you laugh?
I have just sung as I will never sing again. Then I say to the lady to whom I've sung, you liked it? And she replies, okay. That is not how the poets would have said it.
You're a strange man, Eduardo. Every day more of you emerges. Before dinner, it was fencing. Now it's music. Have you any other parlor tricks?
I kiss very prettily.
I suppose I asked for that.
I have annoyed you?
Who did you think I was? One of your peasant girls in the vineyard?
Well, there's no need to be angry because you are kissed. If had not done so, you would have wondered what was the matter with your appearance. Is it not so?
All right. You startled me for a moment. It's a long time since any man tried to do that.
Oh, you surprise me. You cook divinely? Ah, that souffle. Such a beautiful figure and such a lovely face.
You say the nicest things in the oddest order.
Oh, but I can say nicer things.
Well, go ahead. Don't mind me.
No, not now. Later.
Why later?
There is something that must be done before I continue.
You mean I'm low priority?
Now I think that you're fishing.
Oh, that was an outrageous thing to say.
It was not kind to speak of peasants' girls in vineyards.
Oh, I know I should have said that. Oh, they're all coming in.
Oh, it was divine. I cried a little. Victoria, is my face all right?
Perfectly.
Eduardo, you sing like an angel.
Oh, that's very kind, Comtesse.
Very nice, my boy.
Absolutely bang on.
What did you think of it, Bingo?
A little sweet for me. One misses the monkey.
Anyone thirsty? There's plenty on the ice.
Good idea, my boy.
I'll get it.
Now sit where you are. I'll ring for service.
Ring? Well, don't be a chump, Bill. What's the good of doing that?
Aha.
Oh, what is this? Another surprise?
Wait and see.
You ring, Signora?
Tony!
What are you doing here, Tony?
But I am helping Carmela, Signora.
Carmela?
There are many dishes to be washed up.
Caramel? What?
You mean she's better? She's back?
Yes, back in the kitchen.
One moment, I will go and see. Tony, get me the pastel for the bar.
Well, did you come under Carmela?
Well, I do not understand what is happening.
Bill, how long have you known about this?
When a policeman brought a letter just before dinner. Carmela's all right. She'd eaten too many ripe strawberries.
What?
Too many...
May I ask why you didn't tell us at once?
And spoil everybody's dinner? Oh, Myrna had gone to so much trouble with that souffle.
Oh, Bill, you're a dear.
Besides, Eduardo had arranged the concert.
Eduardo. Don't you think it's curious that he should not have been informed by the authorities?
Oh, the policeman brought a letter for him, too. I sat on it as well.
Oh.
Very wise of you, my boy.
Do I understand we're all free to go?
Yes, we certainly are. Well, I'll have to return to my ship. I'll get my things, Vicky.
Oh, I think I have a migraine coming on.
No, Louise. You have no time for migraines. Up you go and pack. You're coming with me, aren't you?
But of course, Lancelot. I have the time for a migraine also. I have already packed.
Well, there is important work to be done by some of us. Good evening.
Good evening, Captain Pittsbing.
Oh, good evening. Oh, Myrna, I feel quite weepy.
About the parents getting together?
Yes. I've dreamed of this all my life. They're ideally suited. You see that, don't you? Daddy is pompous and bad-tempered and overbearing, and Mummy is vain, frivolous, and greedy. But it's a perfect match.
Use my hanky.
Thanks. I wonder why the Major hasn't come back.
I was just wondering, too. Victoria, has anyone told you I'm the richest woman in the world?
Daddy did last night.
And what did you think of it?
Well, that your wealth hasn't brought you the happiness it should.
I'll say it hasn't. You don't have any decent friends. So you get along with a few other poor little rich folk who keep introducing their brothers and their cousins. And you know all the time that it's your money they want to marry.
If I felt like that, I'd give it all away.
You wouldn't. You'd say you would, but you wouldn't just the same.
Vicky, come on, help me get ready.
You go.
Yes, I'd better. Oh, here's Eduardo.
Oh.
You know, of course, about Carmela.
Yes, we heard. Well, I'll see you later.
You were a long time away.
But they had to find something.
What?
This.
A ring?
It is for you.
Oh, quite a nice ring, too.
Well, it ought to be. I paid 25 shillings for it. Try it on. If it does not fit, we will have it altered after we are married.
Is this a proposal?
But of course. In Meritosa, we married the girl that we have kissed.
What a noble idea.
And now that you are wearing my ring, we are as good as married.
Is that another old Melitosan custom?
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't think it's very gallant trapping a poor girl into matrimony by dazzling her with all this wealth.
The rest of the proposal is as follows. But first you must seat yourself. It is the custom in Meritosa.
Like this?
A little wooden. Please relax and give a little smile.
I thought this was a proposal, not a photographer's session.
You should be holding a bouquet of flowers, which are taking much of your attention.
How's this?
Splendid. Hold it. Now, I come in. I remove my hat and bow. I kneel. So. Then I describe your charms in detail.
Go right ahead. In English.
Myrna, you are the loveliest of women. You are tall and graceful. Your eyes shine with ardent love. Your hair nestles in the nape of your neck and frames the pale oval of your face. Your mouth...
Go on.
Your mouth, your... Oh, Myrna.
Oh, Eduardo, my sweet.
You will really marry the village policeman?
Oh, of course. Oh, Eduardo, why did you take so long?
Well, I had no ring. In Meritosa, there must be a ring.
Oh, when I think how near I was to missing you for lack of a ring, I feel shaky in the knee joints.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, this is wonderful. The past is dead. You and I will be happy. I know it. I feel it here.
You are more charming than I knew. You are growing in beauty before my eyes.
Now, that is a perfect speech.
I can say things like that forever, but they sound better in Meritosan.
And better still when you sing them. Oh, Eduardo, this was worth waiting for.
Oh, is it possible that I can arouse such feelings? I'm a better man than I thought I was.
Eduardo, tell me, if you could be granted 5 wishes, what would you choose?
Oh, that's not difficult. I wish to be married as soon as possible.
That's 1.
In the church across the valley.
2.
I want 4 sons and 3 daughters.
Oh, have a heart. 3.
And I want to be Prime Minister of Meritosa.
4.
Can I think of anything else I want?
There must be something else.
Oh, wait, I have it. I would like to see Wilfred Pittsbing's face when he hears that I have captured the richest girl in the world from under his very nose.
What?
Oh, it will be a hard pill for him to swallow, but I should not be uncharitable. What is the matter, Carmen?
You knew who I was all the time.
Not all the time, no.
When did you know? When did you know?
Well, as soon as you tell me your name. It is a part of my duties to guard the persons of important visitors to Meritosa. What of it?
What of it? You stand there and say, what of it?
Yes, what of it, my darling?
Don't you dare call me that. Don't come near me. Was that why you arranged for us all to be locked up here?
I do not understand.
Oh, yes, you do. Men will do anything for money.
I believe I see what you mean, Caramia. And it would have been an excellent idea and well worth trying.
Oh!
But I had not the power to do such a thing.
I don't believe you. Here, take back your shoddy ring.
No. We shall buy a better one when we are married, but keep it till then. It is the custom in Meritosa.
Take it and get out of my way. Get out.
Keep quiet and sit down. Myrna!
No.
That's better. Now I have something to say to you. All my life, because of my parentage, I've been filled with hatred and envy and all things uncharitable. Until I met the girl who talked to me in her funny vernacular and told me to snap out of it. So I fell in love with the girl. Then I found, to my delight, that she was rich. That made me love her even more.
You stand there and admit it?
But of course. I wish to marry you because you are a beautiful woman. And then I find that because you also have a lot of money, there is no reason at all why I, a poor man, cannot marry you.
How do you figure that out?
Well, because now there will be enough for us and our 7 children.
Oh! You're utterly shameless. Are you prepared to live on my money for the rest of your life?
But of course. It would look foolish for you to have a husband who is a policeman when you could have married an English duke.
Now, look here. I'm not going to marry you.
But of course you are. We love each other.
You're nothing but a common fortune hunter.
Well, is that wrong, to seek one's fortune? Money can buy things. We can live in comfort and give all that is necessary to our 7 children.
Oh, if you mention those 7 children again, I shall scream.
You are overwrought. It is natural. I have seen a young woman throw a whole basket of lobsters at a man for the sheer joy of love.
She had all the luck. Now, see here. It's no good trying to blarney me.
Myrna.
My name is Miss Van Stuten.
For a little longer, then you'll be the Signor Salvatore.
Oh, for a basket of lobsters.
Here, take this vase.
What?
Break it on my head.
Well, you asked for it. I hate you.
Good. More vases.
Oh, take that. Come and fortune, honey. Come. Take that.
My precious lamb. My beloved. You know, it is always so when a woman casts out the devils that have battened upon her for so long. They are fighting hard, but they will go. Here is a dry handkerchief. You are even more beautiful in tears than when you smile.
What's happening? Oh, my room. Myrna. You beast, Eduardo. What have you done to her?
There is a saying in Mendoza, Senora, that only fools and lawyers interfere in lovers' quarrels.
Myrna, are you all right?
Oh, Victoria, I'm so happy.
I don't understand.
Oh, that man is a common fortune hunter. He knew I was rich and he opened glories in it. He's going to be Prime Minister of Melitosa. He will spend all my money. He's told me to my face that he's glad I'm rich so that he need never work again. He is a thorough cad, but I'm going to marry him and have 7 children.
What?
Yes, 4 boys and 3 girls.
Oh, Victoria, look at him strut.
I shall buy this casa. It is full of happy memories. My mother worked here, and it was here she met my father. It will be nice to bring up my children in this casa. And, of course, we shall travel. My wife will want to visit her friends in America. There will be delegations to the United Nations. And I've always wanted to see London Zoo. But always we will return to this casa where it all began. Is it not so, my sweet?
Oh, isn't he wonderful?
I think you're both potty.
No, she does not understand.
Bill has never thrown anything at me.
Someday perhaps he will, dear.
My dear Myrna.
Oh, good heavens, it's Bingo.
My dear Eduardo.
What?
May I be the first to congratulate you both?
Say, how do you know?
You raised your voice a little. I think everybody in town knows by now. Wonderful news travels fast. And when is the great day?
Do my ears deceive me, or is Wilfred pleased about something?
He is happy that I am marrying a rich woman, that is all.
Why should he be happy?
Well, doubtless he has discovered that in Mendoza it is the custom for all members of the same family to share in each other's good fortune.
I still don't see.
He is my blood brother.
Well, if that doesn't beat the band.
Today, Myrna, I have lost a bride and found a brother.
You've found more than one, Wilfred.
I say there's a... Oh, what a mess. I say there's a big crowd of villagers in the garden, all grinning like mad. Now, what's going on round here?
It is my family come to greet my bride.
Your what?
Did I not tell you, my sweet? Your Eduardo is the eldest of 25.
Oh!
25?
Doubtless my aunts, uncles, and cousins also have come to pay their respects.
Oh.
Pittsbing's passed out.
Move over, Wilfred. Here I come. Oh.
Caramia, beloved. Her joy has been too much for her. Love is indeed a wonderful thing.
So ends our Caltex play, The Policeman and the Lady. In a moment, we will give you tonight's cast and tell you about next week's presentation in the Caltex Theatre. The Policeman and the Lady was written by Gilbert and Margaret Hockforth Jones and adapted for radio by Kay Keavney. In the starring roles you heard as Myrna Van Stutten, Mary Disney, and in the role of Major Salvatore, Keith Eden. The supporting cast was as follows: Captain Pittsbing, Paul Bacon; Admiral Masterman, John Morgan; Comtesse de Saint-Savin, Moira Carleton; Victoria Drake, June Salter; Bill Drake, Harry Starling; Tony, Norma Edwards. Next week in the Caltex Theatre, you will hear an adaptation of the outstanding Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer motion picture, Young Bess, a new play telling of the early life of Queen Elizabeth I. the little-known story of the difficulties that beset the path of a young princess in an age when to be out of royal favor was to walk with death. Be listening for this fine drama, Young Bess, next week. Now, this is your compere, Ric Hutton, bidding you good night on behalf of your hosts, Caltex Oil, marketers of Caltex Super Gasoline and Caltex Gasoline, the world-famous RPM 1030 Special Motor Oil, and Marthac Lubrication.